Welcome back. Now, perhaps the biggest talking point right now in Nigeria is the 0.5% cybersecurity levy on electronic transactions recently introduced by the Central Bank of Nigeria, which has sparked widespread criticism, nationwide, with labor unions threatening actions. In a notice to all banks last week, the CBN directed that the fee be deducted on all electronic transactions as stipulated by the Cybercrime Act 2024 and remitted to the National Cybersecurity Fund administered by the Office of the National Security Advisor. Now, the levy is to be implemented by all banks, other financial institutions, and payment service providers. Now, there is a long list of transactions exempted from the cybersecurity levy. In fact, the CBN listed 16 transactions that are exempt from the levy, including loan disbursements and repayments, salary payments, intra-account transfers within the same bank or between different banks for the same customer, interbank placements, bank transfers now to the CBN and vice versa, interbank transfers within a bank, checks clearing and settlements and others. However, the initiative is not going down well with many Nigerians, including the lawmakers who promulgated the act. The House of Representatives has demanded the immediate suspension of the levy, citing concerns over interpretation and impact on citizens. But the Senate has backed the move, saying it is not meant to punish Nigerians as it has numerous exemptions to protect and relieve ordinary citizens, particularly the poor. But then, make no mistake at all, cybercrime is a big problem in Nigeria, really big. Big companies and ordinary folks are losing billions of naira every day to cybercrime in this country. Just take a listen now to what this recent disclosure now by the chairman of the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, Olu Olukoyede, on the situation of cybercrime in this country.
I just commissioned a project titled Understanding the Landscape, the Cybercrime Landscape. They've just given me a preliminary report. In 2022 alone, Nigeria faced a staggering onslaught of cybercrime. This thing you call Yahoo Yahoo. Well, you might harassing all these small boys all over the place. It's not small. It's not small. 2022 alone, I'm waiting for the report of 2023. We discovered that more than 71% of Nigerian industries, companies and firms fell victim to cybercrime. More than 71% of these companies you see in Nigeria are operating. Now, which company is happy or will thrive on this kind of a thing? You want to attract foreign direct investment. The moment you come in, Yahoo boys will attack your platform. You start losing money. And you think they will stay? It's beyond what we are seeing. We are rescuing the future of Nigeria by going into this cybercrime investigation and prosecution. Now, I tell you again, within that period, the Nigerian economy lost $706 million. These companies. $706 million to cybercrime. To the activities of these guys, you call Yahoo Yahoo boys, that we don't take them serious now. Not knowing that we are sitting on a keg of gunpowder. And I go further. The alarming statistics continue with Nigerian banks losing over 8 billion naira to electronic transfer fraud in the first 9 months of year 2022. A system that lost over 8 billion to a particular scheme of fraud. And you are saying EFCC should close its eyes to that kind of scheme. Are Nigerians fear on us? Are we even fear on ourselves? I give you another one. As I'm talking to you now, we discovered in almost all the states of Nigeria, all the subnationals, we have what we call the 419 training schools everywhere, where they harvest our children from primary school they put them, when they leave their regular studies as in primary school, they close at 2 o'clock, they end up in some of these 419 training schools. They start indoctrinating them. These are facts.
Well, if you ask me, those are very scary statistics for Nigeria, and that's just in 2022. In fact, the figure for 2020, the figures now for 2023 is not out. We don't know what 2024 would look like, but it's really scary. And there's no question at all that Nigeria has a very huge cybercrime problem. Let's discuss the issue further now with economic expert Omokayode Pereira, who joins me on the program right now. He joins us via Zoom. Thank you very much, Mr. Pereira, for your time, and thanks for joining us on the program. You are an economist, of course, but then when you listen to, when you hear those kind of statistics now reeled out by the chairman of the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, what then do you make of this cybersecurity levy that the CBN has introduced?
Well, for me, it's a welcome development, because judging by what is going on and what we are going through in the cyber world as of today, to be sincere, we are sitting on a time bomb, because this is a nation where we are expecting foreigners to come and foreign investors to come into our country to come and invest, when there is so much insecurity in our cyberspace. I don't think anyone in his right thinking sense will want to venture into such business. So it's a welcome development. It's a welcome development, because the issue of this hacking thing is becoming a serious problem everywhere. Some time ago, about 2 weeks ago, I think my mom gave me a call that our bank account was hacked. So to let you know how deep this thing has really gotten into our economy. So bringing in security into our cyberspace, I think is a welcome development, like I rightly said, because we are going into, everything is going into digital now, really. So it's affecting every sectors, be it banking sector, energy sector, health sector, everywhere. So I think we just have to work seriously on curbing cyber crime in our nation.
Now, do you think before now that we've actually taken this seriously? Because when you listen to figures like this EFCC chairman saying 71% of companies in Nigeria suffered cybercrime in 2022. 71%, that's scary. And then that Nigeria lost $760 million to cybercrime in 2022 as well. And that the banks lost over $8 billion in the first 9 months of 2022. You look at these figures, do you think we had actually taken the fight against cybercrime seriously before now?
I would say the body responsible for curbing the crime and doing what is necessary. I think it's just like you bringing in security intelligence without funding into this big chaos that is happening. It's more or less just like sending a military personnel into a war with a pistol, while those that they are fighting with, they are there with machine guns, they are there with missiles. So no matter how hard they try to curb this thing, they can't meet up with the latest technology that these guys are using. Because if these guys, black hackers that we so-called, if they can be investing such huge amounts on developing softwares, developing virus, botnet that they spread into these organizations, cyberspace, to cut away billions of money and trillions of money, then how much more? How much more security that is meant to cop them? How much more are we going to be investing on them?
Okay, let me ask you this. Let me quickly ask you this. Sorry to interject, but let me...
You and I.
Yeah, let me ask you this. As an economist now, this 0.5% levy, you look at other charges, bank charges that Nigerians have to pay and all of that, and then you look at the current situation, economic situation in the country. Inflation is at record level, and you know, things are tough. Do you think in terms of timing now, this is actually the right time to introduce this levy?
I think now is the best time. It is better now before it gets to a situation whereby it becomes a national disgrace. Because what's the essence of paying for banking charges, paying for ATM charges, paying for bank levy, this and that, and you still can't go to your bed and sleep? What if you wake up tomorrow morning only to find out that everything you have labored for in your account has been carted away?
I understand you, no doubt.
These are some of the things we need to look at. The rate at which companies are facing serious cyber crime, the rate at which they are losing money. Very soon, we are bound to start losing foreign investors that are investing huge amounts of money in the economy, which is not good for the economy at all.
Now, do you also think, because some people have expressed the fear that, look, this could scare away people from the banks, that, you know, by introducing this new levy and some other charges, you could scare away people from the banks, that people will just choose not to put their money in the bank just to avoid this levy, and that it would not encourage financial inclusion?
Yeah, I think that is where proper education needs to come in, because going by the policies made, I think we have series of about 16 exemptions.
Yes,
there.
16
exemptions. Yeah. Yes. Then when you check, because those who are against it are probably for fighting, saying it's because of the masses, but going by this the 16 the list here, I don't see how it affects the masses. The stakeholders here are those who have huge sum of money, business owners, companies. I think they are the ones that are mostly at risk. And I think anyone in his right thinking sense will invest anything to secure the funds you have in your bank. Likewise, the country too. The country owes an obligation to protect the interest of everyone trading and everyone investing, every foreign investors in the country.
Appreciate you. I appreciate your time and I appreciate your contributions. Thank you very much, Omakayode Pereira, economic expert. Thanks a lot for coming on the program.
Thanks for having me.
All right, we'll take a short break and we'll be right back to continue this conversation. Stay with us. Don't go away. Opinions are free. Facts are sacred. But truth is universal. How, in practical terms, can we, for instance, de-escalate the tension?
When you go into public office, you must be ready to answer to the people.
We know where the enemy is. 3 places. The Lake Chad Basin, the border area between Nigeria and Cameroon, and then the Sambisa Forest.
On DEJI360, we give you a complete dose of everything. Opinion, facts, and undiluted truth.
I hardly believe what politicians say in this part of the world.
A new Nigeria is possible, a future is possible.
We delve into the issues, dissect it so that you can understand it, and use it to take action.
I don't think there's any need for any governor to look for grant for ranching.
DEJI360, dissecting the issues.